right, this is Floh from Floh Presents, and we're on the Kaliente show, and we have a special guest tonight. And what's your name?
Helena Alexis.
Helen or Helena?
Helena
Helena.
Alexis.
Helena Alexis. Okay.
Yes.
That don't sound like a black name. Where you get that name from?
I'm half Greek, and my mom named me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that ain't no ghetto name
No.
like Tambra or something like that. Helena.
Helena Alexis.
Yeah, that's got that like white feel to it.
It's
Okay.
so Greek.
Okay, we got you.
Yeah.
You speak Greek?
It was my first language growing up, and then when I went to school, I lost some of it, but I still have some in me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're part what? Black and part what?
So Greek and Caribbean from the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Oh, where's the Caicos Islands at?
Turks and Caicos?
Yeah.
It's close to the Bahamas.
Oh. So
Really, really tiny.
really tiny.
Really tiny.
Okay.
Beautiful scuba diving. A lot of people go there for their coral reefs. Beautiful.
So you're Caribbean, would you say?
Yeah, half Caribbean, half Greek.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow, that's an interesting mix. So that's why you get all the gigs, huh?
You know, because you can't really put me in a box. I can't really look one or another. So ambiguous, you can call me, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pimpy.
Mhm.
But you do look black.
Yeah. When you, like, a black person can recognize me. Like,
Right.
I can recognize a really, really pale black person just by their nose or hair or something.
Mm-hmm.
But a white person would probably have a hard time. They're like, oh, are you Dominican? Are you Puerto Rican? Are you...
Yeah, because you have features that are not like ghetto features. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can say ghetto because I'm black, but but you know what I'm saying. You don't look like the average black girl. You look like a Barbie doll.
Oh, thank you.
Like a black. You know how they make black Barbies? It's kind of like white, but they're just brown skin. Yeah, yeah. That's what you look like. You look like a Barbie doll.
Thank you.
Like the black one.
Thank you.
Okay, or a brown one.
No, that's
Whatever the
fine.
case may be.
Whatever.
Well, Flo's not always politically correct, so shoot me. Okay, so how long you been modeling?
I started acting and modeling when I was about 6 years old.
Okay, what was your first acting gig?
A commercial for Post Golden Raisin Crisp cereal, which doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh yeah, I remember that Raisin Crisp cereal.
You
Yeah.
do?
I'm 50.
Okay, so yes. I did
Yeah.
a commercial for them when I was 10, and that's when I realized that I love acting. I couldn't believe I got paid to just have fun on set. So
Do you still remember the line?
I didn't have a line.
Oh, you just came up there
It
and
was like-
smacking on some cereal?
I was at a summer camp, and I just like ran up with my bowl, and then the camp counselor like poured us a bunch of cereal, and we're like, yay!
Okay. And that's cool.
You know, so. But my first actual acting job was a film for VH1, where I played Vanessa Williams in A Diva's Christmas Carol.
Okay. For some reason, we're getting an alert that there was a kid running around somewhere. Or
Is it Amber Alert?
COVID. Yeah, the Amber. All right. Whatever. What do you think is the hardest thing about the acting business for you?
Rejection, of course. That's with a bunch of different careers, but for acting and modeling, it's really heavy, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be really comfortable with yourself and know that it's not personal. Sometimes it's not even really about what you presented in the room, not really about your acting. Maybe it's about your look. Maybe they wanted a blonde over a brunette. Maybe they wanted someone shorter to match the guy that's shorter. So,
Have you ever had someone tell you that you're not black enough?
I feel like I did once, but it wasn't in a acting related thing. It was something personal.
Oh.
You know, like, okay, thanks. But there are jobs where I didn't look young enough when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I was like 10 years old and looked 13, and they rejected me. They wouldn't even let me audition. A kid. Like, just humor the child and let them just do whatever and then just don't book them. But they turned me away, so I'll never forget that. Scarred me.
Ooh.
But I'm still here. I'm still doing it.
Yeah. And how did you get into acting in the first place?
Well, I grew up extremely shy and introverted, and so I started doing dance and beauty pageants just to be on stage and see if that would get me out of my shyness, which it did.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the beauty pageants, that just kind of evolved into modeling, which evolved into acting.
Mm.
So it was really a way for me to just start talking and be more social. And then I really enjoyed it. And it was a way for me to express myself and have permission to. Because I had these lines to read. I had this scenario to play out. So I didn't feel like, oh, I'm, causing a scene or too much attention is on me, because I was introverted. So acting was a way for me to fully let myself free with permission.
Do you still feel that you're introverted?
A little bit, definitely. And I don't like it. Because I want to be more extroverted. So when I find myself going into hermit mode, like, I'm like, I need to get out of this. Because then I could get stuck there. And then if I do go out into the public, it just feels so foreign to me that I kind of have to, like, go out a couple times to get my, like, personality back. It's super weird. But I can definitely get into a hermit mode.
Are you the only child?
No. I have a sibling. He's younger than me.
So why do you think that you were like that growing up?
Because I grew up in a small town, Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. I'm Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all white. And maybe there was another black family, but he was mixed. It was like a mixed family. And growing up at the school that I started at before I went to this school with the other black kid, it was all white, and I was being teased for my race, so I didn't feel like anyone liked me. I didn't feel like anyone wanted to be my friend, so I would just, go to school, have lunch by myself, go home, cry, do my homework, go back to school. It's just this routine. So that didn't really help with my social skills. Mm-hmm. And then when we switched schools, that helped a little bit, but it wasn't until we finally moved out of that small town that I started to gain friends and go out and became more extroverted, and that didn't happen until I was about 16. So
that's a lot of years of feeling lonely.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did that childhood still evolve into your personal space now?
Well, because when you're alone with yourself, it's like you're meditating. So I didn't realize that as a kid, I really enjoyed being alone in my room and playing with Barbies for hours or just sitting by myself. And from a young age, I would ask myself the question, like, why are we on this planet? Like, who am I really? Because being teased for my race, I'm like, well, why are they teasing me for my race? I don't feel any different than anyone else. I don't feel black. I don't feel, whatever I look. And I'm sure all these other people don't feel the way they look. So why is that an issue? So I started wondering, like, who am I? Why am I here? And then I started getting more into, like, reading books. And then as I got older, into spirituality and astrology. And that really healed me from the inside, gave me more purpose, made me realize that there is a purpose in life and that we're all on a divine path and everything happens for a reason. So my introvertedness, me being super shy, had that not happened, then maybe I wouldn't be as self-aware as I am now.
Okay. So astrology has helped you. So what's the number one thing about astrology that sticks out for you?
All of it. I literally watch and study it every single day. I notice you have a little lamp that's got astrology symbols on it. I noticed right away. I'll take that if you don't want it.
And we got Jacob's ladder, and we got some elephants and stuff. Try to get a little feng shui, whatever you call it.
I love it. My place is feng shuied.
Okay.
It's very vibey. Especially when eclipses or new moons or full moons happen, big shifts happen in our lives, and that's really what I started studying astrology, just those main events. And I would notice the shifts happen, and then I would notice like something of a seed being planted in my life and then see it like blow up 2 weeks later on the full moon. So just noticing the changes that would happen and directly on the days of these transits, so I got even deeper into it, and now I'm so obsessed with it.
Okay, that's funky. Well, speaking of full moon, you ever do nude scenes and stuff like that, or you just strictly with the clothes?
I have not done a nude scene, no, and I mean, I'll go as far as no nipples. That's side boob, under boob, all day, just no nipples.
So you show your booty and all that stuff, just no nipples?
Nope.
Okay. What's the deal with the nipples?
I mean, that's just
that's your personal space?
Yeah,
okay, that's cool. I got you. So you got your limits on what you're going to do.
Yeah. So
they offered you $1 million and they said you got to be with Denzel Washington, but you got to show your nipples. You're going to turn that down.
Well.
You're done with this.
I mean, I have my boundaries, but you present me an offer and I'll think about it.
Okay, well, ain't nothing wrong with a thinking, you know what I'm saying? But if there's opportunity, there's a think, there's an opportunity to drink. That's what I say. So let's go here. Who was your influence growing up? Your major influence?
Major influence? For acting, I didn't really have one there wasn't anyone I looked at that I was like, I want to be like this actor. I was really inspired by Janet Jackson. I love Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I could see you playing her sister or Tootie or, I could see that.
When I was 9 years old and I had my hair curly, I almost booked a role to play a younger Janet in the movie that they were putting out.
Oh, okay.
But I don't sing.
Okay.
So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I loved her, but acting wise, like right now, I love Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie and Drew Barrymore. But back then, it was just something fun for me to do. I didn't really have an inspiration.
Now, is this your getup? You know, you wear this. You got this funky belt and these big old fat shoes.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, leather pants. So is that your getup? That's your style?
This is my style.
You kind of like a hip hop Elvira a little bit.
Yeah, sure. That's
Okay.
what you want to call it.
Yeah, it looked like a hip hop Elvira. Got the little belt with the buckle things and what. Shingity shangity. Y'all watch it on YouTube. You'll see her. Well, let me ask you this. What was your relationship like with your moms?
My mom and I are very close. Actually, she has an agency in Canada, and so it's basically through our agency that I started acting and modeling. So she opened this modeling school. Let me bring it back a little. Because of my shyness, and she noticed that being on stage helped me, she also wanted to make other little girls come out of their shyness, so she opened an acting and modeling school. And so that evolved, and now they have a big agency, and so she still represents me. So my mom and I are very close, and we work together. But she's in Canada, so she's my Canadian agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's not like a momager?
Well, my brother's my manager, because he also works, it's like big family business.
Okay.
So he's my manager, she's my agent. But she's not too much, she's not like overbearing, she's not in my face. In fact, I probably tell her more of what I want than the other way around.
And what about your brother?
He's chill. He's younger than me, but he acts older than me, so he acts like my boss, which I do like because I'm a free spirit and I act young anyways. And so to have him looking over me, I like that, and I don't mind that he gives me a tough time because he's looking for my best interest and he's closer to my age, so, yeah.
So what's the stupidest thing you ever done with your mind that you said, why did I do that?
With my mind?
Yeah, the stupidest thing that you did, I'm going to do this, and you thought you were going to do it, and you did it, and you're just like, dang, I shouldn't have done that.
The stupidest thing I've ever done that I thought of and then I actually did it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's stupid, but I bungee jumped twice in one day.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, but some might think that's pretty stupid. I don't think I've done anything stupid. I don't regret anything. Like, everything that I've done, I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it was a good time.
Okay.
I'm all about the experience and a good story.
So can you say that you sometimes can be reckless?
Yeah, we all can.
Well, some people, live safe zone lives. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I ride the fine line between the two.
Okay. So when you're jumping out of airplanes and stuff and whatnot and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you like playing with, death or whatever you want to call it? Like, because, you could die doing that type of stuff.
You can, but you can't live in fear.
Right.
And if you have that feeling before you actually jump, I won't do it. There was a time where I was getting on a plane and I just felt like this is not the right plane, and so I switched planes, canceled my flight for that one. So if I feel it, yeah, I'm not going to do it. But if I don't feel it, I'm like, yeah, God's got me. I'm not going to die today. God's
got you. So you're heavily into the spiritual with the God and all whatnot.
I have faith, yeah.
Okay, faith. Okay, what was the most difficult time in your life?
There are probably a few. I mean, a difficult time, man. Breaking up in a relationship is very difficult. And
now, who would break up with you?
You can ask them.
Okay.
There was a relationship that I was in during the lockdown in March, and that was probably the most difficult relationship, probably time of my life.
Why?
Because I feel like it was probably emotionally abusive. Like, I just felt this person would just attack me every time we hung out.
Really?
Yeah. But not at first. That's why it lasted so long.
Oh, so it was a passive, and then it got worse and worse and worse?
No, he was very nice at first, to get me in and connected emotionally. And so then when he did start to change, then it was hard for me to leave because I was already so connected and invested. Yeah. And I find it hard to believe.
When you say sprung, was you sprung on the D or you was sprung on the emotion?
The emotion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because women's, it's like a tricky thing. If the D's good, then you overlook the BS. And,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So did he have good D?
I mean, it was all right.
Okay, like the best one I would.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So it's all right to leave.
Oh, so you weren't that broken up. You was like, you know what I'm saying?
We're good.
Okay, so what about the one that was the best? What happened to him?
He's still like in limbo right now. He just kind of disappeared 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so you still talk to that?
This is someone else.
Oh, okay. Playgirl, I got
Well,
you.
no. We broke up, and then this person just lives down the hall from me.
Oh, how convenient. So what if one drunk night y'all don't be like hooking up like, hey, yo, you know, you remember how we used to be, you know what I'm saying? One drunk night, you know, I'm feeling lonely over here. So let me ask you this. What was the most saddest time of your life?
When my dog passed away, Ralph, when my grandmother, Helen Sackler, passed away. Those were probably both the two saddest. I was extremely close to my grandmother. I'm named after her, Helena, Helen, the Greek. So, yeah, when she passed, I was broken. And my dog was my first dog. We had him for 10 years from, like, all of my teenage years. So when he passed, he got hit by a car. It was really hard.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard you talk about Pops. Where's he at?
He's cool. I'm just like my dad. I love my dad.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
also works in the agency with my mom. It's both
So they're
there.
still together?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a rarity.
Yeah.
Parents staying together
And working together.
and working together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But he's a lot of personality. He's also done a little bit of acting himself. He's in a music video. He's funny. But he's just a big ball of energy. It's just a big teddy bear. I love my dad.
Good.
Yeah.
So you never really had hard time.
I did.
Well, as
Like
a kid.
growing up, yeah.
I mean, you know, with the black thing and all whatnot.
Yes.
But outside of that, you've been pretty cool.
Well, no. I mean, what do you mean?
Like,
It's
no major traumas, no, you know, you never been sick, had to be in the hospital.
My mom had breast cancer.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
And how'd you
pretty
get through that?
Actually, I started making crystal tiaras and crowns because my beauty pageant days, she took one of my crowns, put it on when she was in the hospital to make her remind herself she's a queen, to help her get through it. And so that inspired me to use crystals because I have healing power, and I made her a crown so she could actually receive the healing power and still feel like a queen. So during that, I started making that, and being with her, I knew she was going to get through it. So it's just that faith you have. Like, I just knew. So yes, it was difficult, but it wasn't like I was preparing for anything negative. Like,
Right.
that wasn't in my mind at all.
And did she have to have the surgery, or did she
Yeah.
got through it, or whatever?
No, she had a double mastectomy, and now she's all good.
And then, do you worry that will happen to you, because you know that's hereditary, right?
I do, but I don't believe that will happen to me because God actually, I've never said this on television. I've never said this to anyone, just close friends. But
Well, we're just homies. Go just break it out.
But I was born with a breast deformity. So
really?
Yeah, and so.
So like you had one big titty and one small titty?
No, I'm not. Nothing like that. Like that's probably everyone has a bigger one than
Okay.
You know. But it was actually pretty serious, and so I feel like if I had that my whole life until I was 20, and then I got reconstruction, I don't think the universe or God would give me something else, you know? And that happened when I discovered I had that and I had my surgery. It was the exact same time my mom had her breast cancer.
Oh, dang.
So.
Okay, so those ain't your real titties?
No.
Oh, but they look real, though. You
Right?
didn't, like, get the big old...
Well, I want it to be natural.
Okay. Okay. Is titties the right word to say on this show? Whatever. Well, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you look nice.
Thank
you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Why you didn't get the, like, double D's or, like, all the other actresses do?
Because I feel like if I have kids, they're going to get bigger. And
Oh,
then I
okay.
don't want to go backwards. So I just will go higher if I feel like in 10 years I need bigger.
And your body's so little, so, you know, them baseball sizes is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why girls get them gigantic titties and they be so little.
Much. It's too much.
They got more titty than body.
I know. Bigger than their head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's another story. Well, that's nice that you got yourself together. Mom's got out of her situation and all whatnot, and you were there with her through the whole time.
Yeah, definitely.
And Pops too. Everybody.
Yeah, everyone was.
So
there.
you're from a close knit family.
We're so close. We're so close. And the fact that we all work together, my brother works with my parents, and then I'm the talent, it's like we're so close.
Okay. So who is your favorite actress, like the one that you like, I don't want to say idolize because we should never idolize anybody, but one that you look up to?
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
I love her.
What about Halle Berry?
I like Halle Berry a lot too, yes. But Drew Barrymore has more of like the films and the personality and the characters she's played that I can identify with probably more so.
And when's the last time you've been in a film?
The film? I'm actually filming one in a couple of weeks, but the last time I filmed one was in September. I can't say the name of it.
Okay.
Okay. But it's going to be airing in 2021.
Okay.
And I filmed it in Canada, in Toronto, when I was there.
Okay. So are you big in Canada?
Yeah. I mean...
You can go to Drake's house?
Probably not Drake's house.
Oh, okay.
But like, yeah.
What's it called? The Six? What
the
is it?
Six.
The Six?
Toronto.
Oh,
yeah.
You're from the Six, huh?
Well, no. Yes, because Ottawa area code is 613, so technically we're the 6, because Toronto is 416, so they should be the 4.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm from the 6.
Okay, okay. All right. The chick from the 6.
You know.
Okay. I got you. Well, what do you like? Canada is cold, right?
It's cold right now, yeah.
Yeah. You like LA better or you like Canada?
No, I love LA.
Right.
I can't handle the cold. And today in LA it's cold, so I was in my Canada jacket and scarf. It was freezing.
Yeah, it is a little chilly. Like if it's under 60, it's cold in California.
I cannot, yeah.
Yeah.
But in Ottawa, it's like New York City weather.
So, obviously, you didn't get none of the European part in your blood, huh? You got that Afro can.
Yeah.
You need that heat.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to tell any young kid growing up, especially young interracial kid growing up, trying to, get through their life and maybe they want to be an actress or a singer or whatever? What would you give them as advice?
I would say continue to follow your dreams and start doing something, because technology these days, you can do anything with your computer, your phone. So start maybe recording songs right now and putting them out there, or making little skits and videos. I used to do little plays in my house in the basement with my brother. Had I had all the technology we had now, we could have recorded it and maybe put it out there, and maybe you would get discovered and then your career would start from there. But whatever it is, continue on the path. If this is what you truly want to do and you already know that as a child, that's incredible. Just continue on it. It's going to be difficult. There's a lot of rejection. But if that's what your heart's calling you to do, you can't deny what your heart's calling.
Yeah. And have you ever talked yourself out of a good situation before? And he was like, man, why did I do that?
Oh, yeah. Out of an audition for The Good Doctor, an amazing show. But it's because the guy that I was dating at the time was giving me a hard time for my audition because I would miss a word or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so it made me feel like I wasn't good enough, so I canceled the audition.
And you didn't get on that show, which is on for like 3 or 4 years now?
It's such a good show. And I tell you, this...
Is that the guy that's kind of a little off and, but he's really smart, but he's like, what's that word that they use? Autism or what? No, not that one.
Oh, yes, The Good Doctor has autism.
Yeah.
And my character, Jessica Wu, that I played on Amazon, my TV show, she has autism as well. So I really wanted to...
So you got autism?
I don't, but I can play someone that has it.
Oh, okay. It's like I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I got you.
Right.
I'm not a reporter either. I just play one for the Kaliente show. Anyway, I'll ask you a couple of questions more because I don't want to be in your business. I've already got in your business as far as I can go. Well, I could get more. But so let's say like this: if you could play in a movie and remake a movie with you being a lead, what movie would it be?
James Bond.
James Bond?
I would be the Halle Berry.
Oh, you would be the Halle Berry?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'd have to dig him up because he's kind of like out of disposal right now.
He's a little bit dead.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So we can replace him with Ryan Phillippe.
Okay.
That's my celebrity crush.
Oh.
So if he's watching.
Who is he?
Remember Cruel Intentions? Blonde curly hair.
Oh, okay.
So cute.
So is your preference of men like blonde curly hair, or you like black cats, or what do you do?
White guys, blondes.
White guy.
preferably.
Okay. Yeah, you look like a
Separate.
a white cat girl. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like some rich football player or something.
As long as he's like tall and blonde.
Okay. So you can get a black guy with blonde hair, and that'll work too.
Sorry.
Like
Hold on.
Like a Cisco.
Hold on. Back it up for a second. No.
Okay. Well, everybody got their preferences. I like Asians. You know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go,
So you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of black people that like black people. A lot of
Yeah.
black people, black women that like black men.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's us.
I can appreciate a good-looking any race, but
Yeah.
like I'm not physically attracted to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You like the white boys.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I take after my dad. He married a white woman.
Oh, so dad is black.
Yeah.
And mom's is white.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I got
why
you.
she wins in the names. The
Oh.
woman wins who is like Helena Alexis.
Right.
And my brother is a Greek name too.
Oh, what's his name?
Demetrius. And his name-
Demetrius. Okay, but Demetrius, I know a lot of black Demetriuses, so that ain't a hard one. But that Helena, yeah, that ain't no black name.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, if you had $1 million and you can only spend it one way, there's no other way you can spend it but one way, which way would it be?
Like where specifically? I would donate it to the Freeport, Bahamas.
You would give the whole $1 million to the Bahamas?
If I could only do it to
Yeah,
one
way. That's
Yes.
all you can do. One
yes.
way.
Yes, because that's where my grandmother lives, and it is destroyed from that hurricane last year.
Mm.
It's completely destroyed, and it was already kind of going down because of their economy. Everything was going to Nassau, so I would rebuild Freeport, because back in the day, Freeport was popping, and now it's really, really sad, and especially the hurricane tore it up even more, so I would just give it all to them.
What do you think about the way that the world is, especially the United States right now, with all the Black Lives Matter, the Donald Trump, the Joe Biden, all this crap going on right now, the fighting, the war in America right now? What do you think? It's really changed in the last 10 years. Would you agree?
It really has. And I think that it's getting worse because it's about to get better. Like, I truly think that 2021 and onwards, especially 2023, thinking of the astrology and what's happening, what's going to be coming, that it will get better. And I'm not going to really get into politics, but I think that the election's not really over. Like, Trump, Joe Biden's, predicted as winner, but I truly don't think it's over. And that we're going to get a big surprise. And it's not going to be what we expect.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too, because the media has been manipulating for so long that you never even can really tell if we're even watching real stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There used to be a movie called Wag the Dog, and the movie was about a production company had to save the president from being in trouble, so they made a fake war. And they produced it and put it on TV every night, and everybody believed that it was real.
Oh my God.
And so all over the world, they thought this war was going on. And when they were ready to, get an Emmy for it, they wouldn't give the Emmy to the producer because he couldn't talk about it because it was a fake war. So he wanted to snitch and say, look, this is my Emmy because I made this war, and they killed him because they didn't want him to tell.
What?
But I think that in real life, stuff goes on like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That reminds me of what's going on right now. Like this war, this virus, like.
Yeah.
What are they really hiding?
Yeah, it's an interesting life we're living in right now.
It's interesting, yes.
And
Very
it's
interesting.
My producer is telling me that we're running out of time. Man, that 30 minutes went fast. We got to go back. We got to talk some more. This was cool. You're going to have to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you living in LA now, or you still live? Or you living in?
No, I'm here. I've been here for 3 years. I'm up in Burbank.
Oh, Burbank. Okay, that's cool. You're not. I'm in Glendale.
Oh yeah, it's right next door.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, it's very nice meeting you,
Thank
and
you.
I hope that you have much success and get a. Did you got any awards, Grammys, Emmys, or anything yet?
I actually just won Best Actress at the Vegas Movie Awards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you didn't bring it in so we could look
It's
at it
in
or
the mail.
nothing?
It's not even in yet. I just won it.
Okay, next time you come back, you bring that trophy back
Yeah.
so we can see that it's true. Because some people be lying.
No, it's there. It's real. Go on their website.
Okay. All right, hon. Well, it's nice meeting you. And
Nice
tell
meeting you.
everybody your information for Instagram.
Helena Alexis on Instagram and really across the board.
You know, some people don't know how to spell, so spell that out.
HELENA ALEXIS.
All right, you heard it here first. And remember, if you got blonde hair, go there. But don't be a black one. Okay, so anyway. All right, well, look, we got to go. And this is Floh from the Kaliente Show. I'm out.